Prometheus doesn't get nearly enough credit. He literally created humankind, and on top of that gave us fire, the symbol of civilization. You have surely heard the word Prometheus if you're the least bit interested in Greek mythology, and today we're gonna go through his whole story as simply and quickly as possible. So his arc starts when Zeus freed his siblings from his father, Cronus, who had eaten them, and the war between the gods and the Titans ensued. Prometheus sided with Zeus, and thus didn't end up in Greek myth Hell, Tartarus, where the evil Titans went. Zeus tasked Prometheus' brother with creating all the animals of the earth, and Prometheus himself, mankind. He shaped them out of mud, and while they were created in the image of the gods, they remained mortal and weak. One would assume that Prometheus and Zeus would become best buds after helping with the war and fulfilling a task like this, but Prometheus is a bit of a trickster and couldn't help himself but stir the pot. He also rather liked humans, unlike Zeus who thought of them as weak little shits, only good for worshipping and subservience. So basically he tricked Zeus by showing him two different kinds of sacrifice the people could make for the gods. One of them was beef hidden in an ox's stomach, and the other a bunch of bones hidden in a layer of fat. One looked gross, but was preferable on the inside, while the other looked nice on the outside, but was a poor sacrifice within. Zeus then was meant to choose the best option for what he wanted humans to sacrifice to him, and got trick-trolled when he chose the bones and the fat. This meant that the people could eat the meat themselves, and only had to give away bones and fat. In case you don't know much about Zeus, he is not a big fan of getting tricked, and is incredibly dramatic, so he punished the act by taking humanity's fire away. But don't worry, your boy Pythias has got us. He stole the fire back and gave it to humanity again. This, as you can imagine, enraged Zeus to no end, who responded with two punishments this time. First of all, he did the worst possible, most wicked and sinister, most deranged and just pure evil thing anyone ever did to humanity. He, with the help of Hephaestus and Athena, created the first human woman. Wait, that's not the punishment? Oh right, the box. The first human woman was Pandora, and she was given a jar, not a box, as you might have heard. Opening the jar meant releasing all the bad and evil stuff into the world, which is likely Greek myth throwing shade at how men's misfortune is often blamed on the usual scapegoat of history, women. Of course, she opened the jar, and thus humanity became tainted and cursed, and kinda similarly to when Eve ate the apple and coerced Adam into eating it too, people now had to work hard and partake in war, and basically all the flaws of the gods themselves. The second punishment for Prometheus giving the fire back to humanity was directed at the Titan himself. He was bound to a rock and sentenced to have his liver eaten by an eagle every day for eternity. Overnight, it would grow back, and so this went on forever. Liver growing back, eagle coming to eat it, regrowing, eagle coming to eat it. Not a very fun experience. But fortunately, he was later freed by the hero Heracles, and that's the basics of Prometheus. If you want to know more about other Greek gods or just mythological characters or anything within Greek mythology or any mythology really, make sure to subscribe because I will be posting that on this channel regularly. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and peace!